Who says there's no money in video games? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 billionaires of the video game industry.
Forbes caught up with Minecraft creator Markus Persson to see what life is like after he sold his company to Microsoft for $2.5 billion.
For this list, we're looking at those people involved in the video game industry through any means who have amassed a net worth of more than $1 billion. In order to be eligible, the billionaires need to be living. So even though Nintendo president Hiroshi Yamauchi had amassed over $2 billion in his lifetime, he has since passed on and therefore will not be eligible. I also apologize in advance for the inevitable mispronunciations.
Hello. You're different somehow. Special.
Number 10, Kim TaekJin.
Innocent villagers are in danger. Someone has to help.
Kim TaekJin is the founder and current CEO of NCSoft, a company who specializes in MMORPGs based out of South Korea and providing online gaming to roughly 60 countries.
Still, your long flight is now over, exile. Welcome to your new home.
NCSoft had a revenue in 2014 of over $70 million, and its key games include Guild Wars, one of the few online games available to play without a subscription, WildStar, Aeon, and the Lineage series, which has attracted over 40 million players throughout the years. Their games have received both critical and commercial success, and Kim's total net worth is now valued at $1.14 billion after he increased his stake in the company to 12%.
Don't split up! Get ready. There's another wave coming.
Number 9, Markus Persson.
So when you were a kid, you were inventing, was it the typical in the basement kind of playing with the computers?
Yeah.
And your mom saying, you'll never amount to anything. You're like, yeah, all right, mom, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Talk about a success story. This Swedish entrepreneur was employed by King, the makers of Candy Crush Saga, when he began to work on a personal side project, a little indie game you may have heard of called Minecraft. After the game exploded in popularity and sold over 15 million copies, Persson sold the development studio Mojang to Microsoft for a whopping $2.5 billion in September 2014. Markus is now personally worth roughly $1.3 billion, according to Forbes, and spends his money on traveling, technology, and expensive mansions, as he has since purchased an enormous $70 million house in Beverly Hills. We can't really blame him, the weather is apparently really nice there.
I was a little bit scared it wouldn't feel like a home at first.
Number 8, Naruatsu Baba. When Baba was a child, he had significant heart issues, and in lieu of physical activity, he took an interest in video games and their production, paving the way for his future career. He often developed mobile gaming apps on the side while employed full-time, until he decided to start his own company, Kwon, in 2008, the same company which he now owns 59% of. Kwon is behind some of the highest-grossing gaming apps on Android in Japan, including Dino Dominion and Rune Story. While his net worth has fallen in recent years, he is still worth a staggering $1.6 billion as of 2016. Number 7, JungJu.
Nearly 10 million users in Korea, more than 50 million users in China, and also we have another 5 million users in Japan now.
Serving as the 6th richest man out of Korea, JungJu earned his fat stacks by starting up Korea's largest gaming company, Nexon, the publishing team behind games like MapleStory, Vindictus, and Dirty Bomb. Founded in 1994, Nexon can be found in over 70 companies and currently entertains more than 350 million users, earning him a comfortable $3.8 billion net worth. Unfortunately, this story doesn't have such a happy ending, as Kim was indicted on bribery charges in July of 2016 and resigned as Nexon's director. He now lives in New York and has since kept a low profile. Although with almost $4 billion, you can afford to do nothing. Number 6, Gabe Newell.
After Orange Box, we have to get episode 3 out. We know how the trilogy ends, and there are a bunch of loose ends and narrative arcs that need to come to a conclusion in episode 3.
No stranger to the technology limelight, Newell spent 13 years working for Microsoft, helping to develop Windows 1.01, 1.02, and 1.03, making him a Microsoft millionaire. Not content with a measly million, he quit Microsoft and became the co-founder of Valve with Mike Harrington.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No. Valve is behind some of the biggest names in gaming, including Half-Life, Portal, and the Left 4 Dead series. Valve is also known for its Steam digital game store, of which it earns a percentage of all games sold through the platform. Known as Lord Gaben in the PC community, who revere him as a god, Newell's hard work has paid off, earning him a net worth of just over $4 billion.
I really don't have anything to say about episode 3 right now. When we do, we'll certainly let people know, but I don't have anything that I'm going to say.
Number 5, Kwon HyukBin. Kwon HyukBin edges just inside the top 5 richest men in Korea, coming in at number 4 with a net worth of $4.7 billion as of November 2016. Kwon hails from South Korea and founded Smilegate in 2002, one of Korea's largest and most successful gaming companies. Their biggest game to date is Crossfire, one of the most profitable games of all time. Crossfire made $1.3 billion in 2014 alone, with a vast majority of that revenue coming from China. It currently has over 400 million registered users and 6 million concurrent players, making it the most played FPS in the entire world. Call of Duty looks like a little baby beside it. Number 4, Shi Yuzhu. Serving as chairman of the board and chief executive officer for Giant Interactive, Yuzhu has helped the company become one of the biggest online gaming developers in China. Despite being relatively unknown to Western audiences, Giant is a well-established and respected brand in China due to their easily accessible MMOs. They are behind the blockbuster ZT Online, where most of that revenue can be attributed to its in-game purchases and gambling mechanics with real-world money. While trading of his company has been stagnant since July 2016 amid asset restructuring, his worth was roughly still $5.4 billion at the time, according to Forbes. Number 3, Zhang Zidong. Zhang Zidong, also known as Tony Zhang, has been rich for quite a while, but his worth has skyrocketed in recent months due to a 45% rise in his shares in the company, placing him in our top 3. Zidong co-founded and served 16 years as CTO for Tencent, one of the largest internet companies in the world, well known for its instant messenger Tencent QQ. They announced their own gaming console, the TGP Box, and in 2011, they began the Chinese distribution of League of Legends, and have since become the owners of its developers, Riot Games, as well as Supercell, who developed Clash of Clans. By owning a 3% stake in the company, Zidong is worth, as of November 2016, roughly $8.6 billion. Number 2, William Ding. Now we're reaching the big boys. Ding actually has an interesting and storied history with money, as he was once China's wealthiest man and became the country's first internet-based billionaire way back in 2003. Now he has to settle for 5th richest. Bummer. Ding is the founder and CEO of NetEase, the development team behind various Chinese games like Fantasy Westward Journey. They also license popular Western games in China, including small titles like World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, and Overwatch, through a partnership with Blizzard. Analysts predict that NetEase's revenue will grow to almost $6 billion, shooting up the company's share price and aiding William to his current net worth of $13.4 billion. Number 1, Ma Huateng. Huateng founded Tencent, whom, as we mentioned before with Zhang Zidong, are the makers of the TGP Box and current owners of Riot Games and Supercell. In his early years, he took up various jobs in order to keep the company afloat, including janitorial duties. Huateng has come a long way since, and in 2004, Tencent launched its online gaming platform, a platform which now hosts games like Legend of Yulong and Legend of Xianyuan, both of which help boost the company's revenue to $5.1 billion. He now serves as president, CEO, and executive board member of the company. According to Forbes, he is among the top 50 richest men in the entire world, with a net worth of $23 billion as of November 2016.
我觉得更关注它是看长远。我想这个公司也越来越获得应该全球的很多大的企业的一个认可。
Do you agree with our list? Does this list make you want to seek a new career path?
Mario Kart's a proper game, isn't it? No?
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? Are you cracking with me, man?
For more jaw-dropping top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm with you. The time to act is always now.